Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we made Draconic armor, and we were working on a couple of different things. We're still waiting for Singularities. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. This is really slow. I could always increase the number of things I have. You know what? That might not be a bad idea. Let's turn this off for a second and take one of these. Do these have EMC? They do. Awesome. So let's get a stack of them or two, and we can pretty easily make a pretty cool design. I might do that later. Actually, you know what? Let's do it right now. Shouldn't take too long, but I can at least talk about what the plan is for today. So the plan for today is, well, we're gonna start working on making a little bit more stuff with Draconic Evolution. We're also going to, how do I want to do this? You know, the reason I did it that way was because it would be easier. So let's just keep doing it this way. So we're going to continue working on Draconic Evolution. And pretty much whatever else we can manage. We're going to probably start setting up some stuff for the remainder of the ingredients we're going to need to make the Infinity Catalyst. We're going to probably set up for the remainder of, we're going to make some cool things. Basically, we're going to do whatever we can while we wait for Singularities. That is the biggest thing right now that is kind of delaying progress. So with just this many, I mean, this wasn't even that many more casting basins added on. Should help at least. So we can just do something like that. These should all be connected, and then all we have to do is extract always active. All of these guys. And call it a day. So I might add more, I might not, I don't know. This is just pretty much a time sink right now. I have to let this run. I haven't had time to let this run, so it's just not something that's been getting done. We need as much, you know, do we have another diamond chest? We do. We're gonna get another diamond chest just so that we can have extra storage space, if need be. And put this on insert, and that'll be fine. So we're getting some frame rate issues over there, I think. Anyways, so between episodes, I've been working on Singularities. We're trying to get all the Singularities we can. It's gonna take a while. Some of them are really expensive, so we need a lot of the bedrockium. I have plenty of bedrockium. That's really easy to get. I just go to the dimension for a while. I can AFK there because it doesn't require that much power. It's really nice. But you know, it's this part that takes forever. I can get more neutronium compressors. I have the stuff to make some more. I'm gonna continue collecting all that stuff just for now, and then later we'll make more and set up a bunch of automatic stuff once we have the wand of animation, which is going to basically give us all of the EMC that we'll ever need. We'll get to that once we make the wand of animation. We need 45 of every single singularity to get to that point. So what are we going to do in the meantime? Well, two things. The first thing that we want to focus on right now is we're going to want to go to another dimension. And The big thing with this dimension, so I went ahead and made a villager dimension, and I don't remember, I don't actually remember if it's, oh, it's got a mob dimlet, so it has villagers. So villagers should spawn constantly. It's not overly expensive. It's what, 2 million RF per tick. We should be able to handle that for a little bit. Let's go ahead and sleep. And as you can see, I went and killed a bunch of dragons. We're going to want some more Draconium today. Some Awakened Draconium, so we wanted more Dragon Hearts. And we'll get to that part later as well. So, for now, let's go ahead. This is Villager Dimension 20. I need to keep that in mind because I remade this a couple of times. And this seems to be holding steady. So, what we're going to do is... how do I want to do this? We're going to grab some alchemical bags as well, because of reasons. So let's dial this up, and Villager 20. Hopefully nothing awful is here, and we can do our thing. So what do we have? Come on, good things. I'm hoping that villagers will just naturally spawn. If that is the case, then we're going to be good to go. But if it's not the case, we'll see. This is really struggling. Granted, I've had this on pretty much all day. Prepping stuff, just trying to get singularities and whatnot. So I probably should have restarted Minecraft before recording, but oh well. I hate that background. I hate this sky. It is so weird. Mostly because it's 4 different images. I don't know if you can tell. You can see like the lines. Oh, hey. Whoa, this is kind of cool looking. Now here's the question. Do we have villagers just kind of spawning everywhere? Wow, this is really cool looking. I have to say, this is really neat, but at the same time, I mean, we're looking specifically for frames. We're looking specifically for villagers rather. I like how all the water is. It looks like sewage. That's an environmental statement right there. At least I think this is sewage. No, it's chocolate milk. Never mind. That's paradise. Oh man. So the question is, there's some diamonds. I don't care about that. The chocolate milk swamps. Oh man, I kind of want that. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, that'd be awful. It would probably smell awful in the heat and anything like that. Like, it'd have to be cold all the time, but I don't see a single villager here. So, this seems to be at least a little bit of a bust, which is a shame. So, let's go home. I need to figure out a good source of villagers. We're going to need a ton of villagers in the near future to get all the vibranium we're going to need to make the infinity ingots that we need, the catalyst that we need. But what am I doing? Let's see. I don't remember what all I used in here. Okay, give me this back. My computer is lagging. This is not good. So supposedly I would have villagers in there. What could we do differently? If we put this here and extract it, I put a bunch of efficiency dimlets in there, so it took a while to actually charge up, but once we had it, it was a little bit better. So can we get structures village? Let's put both of these in here. Let's actually extract that for a second. We're going to name this. What do we want to name it? villages and villagers. Sure, why not? And we'll see if that works. So let's drain all of our power, I guess. And if it works, then great. If it doesn't, oh well. So it's going to take a little bit of time to create. It's going to use up a bunch of power. We're going to keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, what I want to do is I want to make the Draconic Staff of Power. This guy. Not nearly as bad as it looks. It is going to require a good bit of Draconium. So we're going to take some of the Awakened Draconium out of there just to make sure. But we're going to need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Awakened cores and an energy core. Do we have those top? Yes, we do. Alright, so let's put a stack in there. So we're going to need 4 Awakened cores, 5, 6, and I want to make a new sword, so that's 7. So 7 of these. And I believe 4 of these. So we'll let that run. That shouldn't be too bad. In fact, it's already done with those and those. It's already done. Cool. So if we want to make this stuff, we're going to need, first of all, a Draconic pickaxe. And to get that, we're going to need a diamond pickaxe. And we're going to need the wyvern core. And all of these, we're going to need 3 of these. And 3 of those. Alright, so first thing first, diamond pickaxe. I believe we're also going to need the diamond shovel. Yes. And a diamond sword. Because I want to make a new sword. We might upgrade this one as well. But I don't want to just use the Staff of Power. Not permanently. At least not right now. We might later, but we'll see. Anyways, so there's the pickaxe. Then we need the shovel. Actually, let's just go ahead and upgrade the pickaxe. There we go. Then we need the shovel. Oh my gosh. Didn't shift click. So the shovel, we'll go ahead and make that upgraded. And then the sword. And that upgraded. So I just want to make sure that we're not using any other ones. Cool. So now what we should be able to do is make this. So this goes in the center. And this one goes at the bottom. Now we have Draconium going all the way up like so. And I think it was 3 out from each side. And then a little hook thing. And then every other. The shovel goes there, sword goes there, pickaxe goes there. We just bring a little bit more Draconium there, and that's it. Now all we need is to make the, rather acquire the 5th Demon Seal of the 5th magnitude, which should be really easy. So 4th, 5th magnitude. And we'll put that back. And there's 2. And there's plenty. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So there is the Draconic Staff of Power. And you know what? I probably didn't need to make the other sword, but whatever. So let's just get rid of that. And what we'll do is go ahead and take the enchants out of here and put them on this guy. So what we're going to want to do with the Draconic Staff of Power is Well, I'm not going to actually worry too much about... We can put that away. We're not going to worry too much about using it for digging. I don't want to dig with it. We're going to continue using our pickaxe because why not? How's this doing? It's doing fine. How is this doing? It's doing fine. Can we charge up our... Yes, we can. Cool. Everything's going good. So, basically what we're going to want the Draconic Staff of Power for, more than anything, which, by the way, this was a quest. So let's make sure we go complete that. Lambda. Let's take the middle one. And it's legendary. Come on, give me the sword. Ooh, another Chaos Catalyst. That's really nice. That's really cool. So, another staff. Another quest done, rather. So all we have to do here is the Chaos Cores and the Chaos Guardian. We'll get to that later. Probably much later, but whatever. Anyways, why do we want the Draconic Staff of Power? Well, the big reason is... I actually realized, do we have protection? We have protection books. Might be something good to have. Get some protection, whatever, on this stuff. So, Dark Steel, Book and Quill. Let's get like 4 stacks of Dark Steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Book and Quill. Just get a few of those. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have plenty of levels, so let's grab 70 levels. And we're just going to grab 4 protection, 4 books. We need 22 levels, so something like that. Cool. So protection 4 books, we can then go ahead and put that on... whoops. We can actually go back a screen, so we can do this all at once, but we can get protection 4 on all of our armor. Feather falling doesn't matter, so we're not going to worry about that. But we have protection 4 on all our armor. We have the Draconic Staff of Power, which what we're going to want to do is attack AoE. We can put that up to 7x7. So basically, anytime we use this, it will attack everything in a 7x7 range. What's the purpose of that? Well, what we can do is kill the Gaia Guardian really quickly, which we might do after a bit. So, how is this doing? 83%. It's actually almost there. So that's good, but this is running out fairly quickly. So let's take that out for a second. And if we can, we're going to go ahead and sleep. So I don't know if this is going to be better or not than our villager farm, which while we're repairing the basically damage we just did to our energy supplies, let's go capture some more villagers. The vibranium is probably one of the only things that I'm kind of worried about getting enough of, just because villagers take a while to get. Unless we can do something else about it. There are a couple other ways to get villagers. Oh my gosh, they're locking me out. I built this place for you guys. Alright, 2 villagers. I clearly see 2 villagers. There's one. The other one is still in there. And we have an even number of villager souls, so let's go ahead and go back. We can do some really tricky stuff with like curing a zombie and capturing it right when it's about to be cured, and then exact spawning it, and that will make villagers, which we can then capture. We can't make an auto spawner for villagers, unfortunately. That is disabled for this mod pack, which is a shame, but is what it is. So we've got to figure something else out. And so what I'm thinking is if we can get a villager dimension. So that is really draining. Alright, that's fine. We'll get this made, and then we'll see, because this is, what, 18 million RF per tick? So it's pretty expensive. But the maintenance cost should only be about 1 million RF a tick. And if that's the case, then the system will actually gain power from having this in there. So if it's still around 1 million, we'll see. It is 3 million. So what is this doing? It's considerably less, but let's go ahead and take that out. And we'll let this recharge a little bit. So what we can do is go ahead and show off the thing that I was talking about, which is dealing with the Gaia Guardian. So we have some Gaia Spirit ingots, and we can put that stuff away. We can even put that away. So, and we have the Draconic Staff of Power. So what we can do, let's start with just 3. I think you can go up to like 10 comfortably, but I don't really want to do that. Let's see, where is our arena? Right over here. So what we can do is we can summon multiple. Oh my gosh, that's really loud. I'm going to turn the music down. We can summon multiple Gaia Guardians at once. So there should be 3 of them here. And the thing is we can easily, well, fight them all. And we shouldn't be taking like any damage whatsoever. And there's some other cool things we can do, which we might look into. But this is basically going to allow us to farm the Gaia Guardian a lot faster. And you'll see what I mean soon enough with what we can, I'll get to what we can do in a moment, once we kill these guys. So they're almost dead. And I want to look into some other stuff that might be even more worth it. So, let's see, just continue attacking whatever's close. There is still the problem of, I mean, we're taking a lot of entropy with our armor. That's not a good thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. That was bad, but that's okay. So let's just stand kind of in the middle and kill things. There are no creepers or anything like that that can spawn, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. We are going to have a very full inventory every single time, but we can do something really neat. There is a way. Yeah, let's turn this down even more. There is a way we can actually not have to move and pretty much kill these guys not instantly, but kill them fairly quickly without really much effort or anything like that. So we're gonna look into that, but we're actually taking a little bit of damage. You are right there. So our armor is kind of drained. But there we go. Is our... I don't know why the capacitor wasn't really keeping up, but whatever. We can get rid of all the loot bags. And a lot of the stuff that is kind of, well, not really needed. Dice of Fate, loot bag. We're going to have a lot of stuff. Put that away for a second. And I guess let's grab an alchemical bag. And we'll put some other stuff in here. Hey, we got a skeleton trophy. That's kind of cool. So what we can do, and this is kind of weird, but we can actually kind of, well, cheese the fight. We have a stack of stuff, though, by the way, so let's just get rid of all this stuff. Yeah, we have a stack of Gaia spirits. So that's not bad. For that quick of a fight, let's go ahead and turn the volume back up. And I will have to fix this later, but that's fine. So what's the trick? Well, let's head back to the overworld. And I will show off something that's kind of cool, kind of broken, but here's the problem. As you can see, we ended up breaking a lot of our stuff. Just dump all this stuff in here. We ended up breaking the pylons that were around and whatnot. So that's not good. We don't want that. That would be a bad thing to happen. And, well, if we can prevent that, that'd be awesome. Well, interesting way you can prevent that is actually using... how do we do it? Right. Sparks. So you can't actually break a spark with a pickaxe. But this is attacking it. Sparks are considered entities. So all we'd have to do is set up a mana pool and a spark. And we could just do an area of effect attack. Now what I want to look into is Draconic Evolution upgrades. So we made the upgrade table. Does that just require... hold on. Didn't we have the upgrade table modifier thing? Yes. So let's just place this down. If we put this in here, so attack AoE. So we could raise both the attack damage and the attack AoE. Now this has a 60 cap. Don't care about RF capacity or anything like that. But can we get some more Draconic cores? Can we get like 10? No. Can we get like 4? So currently our attack AoE is what? Attack AoE is at 7x7. If I increase this by like 2, that's a 15x15. So we can just, make this really overpowered fairly quickly just by adding a couple Draconic cores, and we can get more pretty easily. So basically, this will make farming the Gaia Guardian a lot easier. So for right now, let's go ahead and eat some bacon. Does this have soulbound? No. Do we have soulbound books? No. Let's make like 100 of these. No, you know what? Let's make like 100 of them. Really quickly. And that's close enough. That's good enough. So let's grab this stuff. And can't we put these in here? We can. Cool. And they should maintain their inventories. So what we're going to want to do is we'll set that up. It'll make fighting the Gaia Guardian really easy. I think if I fight the lesser ones that just require Terra Steel, which we have plenty of Terra Steel, it would be longer, but I could fight more at once. So I don't know what min-maxing would be like for that, but it is something to consider. So what was it I wanted to find out in here? Nothing. Let's go ahead and store some more experience. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch of this stuff. And cool. So we can't sleep because it's a blood moon. What to do for the next little bit? I guess what we'll do is, while we're kind of waiting, let's go ahead and start making some of the transmutation tablet stuff. So one thing we're going to need is bedrock. That is exactly 9 bedrockium. That is easy. We can get that done. And then when we're ready, we can make the transmutation tablet. Table, not tablet. Tablet is more expensive, table is not. So we're going to need 4 draconic cores. We can handle that. I'm getting a bit of lag. 4 of these. And these go bottom here. Okay. We're going to need compressed Gaia. We'll get that later. Mobius stable and stable ingots, which we should have plenty of. How many of those are we going to need? We're going to need just 4. We're going to need the Infinity Catalyst. That we'll worry about later. We're going to need Demon Steel of the 8th magnitude, Temperio blocks. There's a lot of things in here that look kind of nasty. The worst thing is all of the Infinity Stars. But everything else is pretty easy other than the Infinity Catalyst. So, like conversion monitors are simple enough. And whatnot. So, red gems. This might be... it's easy enough. We get 3 for each. We only need 4. So 2 recipes of that. The spatial storage components are going to be a little bit annoying, but that's whatever. Anyways, I think let's... How much power do we have? We're at max power. Alright. We won't have time. We won't have much time anyways. So, Demillant is powered. It is fully powered. This guy is fine. That is dimension number 21. Let's go there and see what we can find. So, ideally, we're going to jump in here and it's going to be just villagers everywhere and villages everywhere, so that we can just pick them all up at will and have like stacks upon stacks of villagers. That's the idea anyway. Is it going to work that way? Probably not. I'm hoping, but I'm not getting my hopes up. So we might have to be waiting for a long time to get the Vibrantium. Oh, I see why this is expensive. Also, this is terrible terrain generation. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this is not going to be fun for my computer. So I guess the question is this some Erebus stuff? Submerged swamp. Huh. There's a tarantula. You know what, that makes me think, if we made a biome, if we ever want more soul crystals, we could probably make a dimlet that had the biome for the one guys, the things that do the thing. The antlions, there we go. That's what they're called. So I am not seeing much of anything. That is a disappointment. If the broodmother spawned anything that was worthwhile, I would care, but as far as I'm aware, it doesn't really. So submerged swamps, we have a jungle. Now the other problem is I don't see any villages, but I'm also not seeing any biomes where villages really spawn. So maybe nothing spawned. Here's a savanna, so that is potential. But then it just goes right into another submerged swamp. So we want to stay in the savanna and look around. But I'm not seeing anything, so I think this is a bust as well. That's a pretty major disappointment. This terrain generation, though, is very weird. On the bright side, it's cool. It works. What is this? Don't really see much of anything. Alright, so is it time to give up on this idea? I think it is. That's a weird tree. What kind of tree? Oh, this is a amaranth. Very purple. They are really cool looking and whatnot, but not anything of interest. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to be possible to get villagers from a dimlet, like at all. I could try this one again, and I might keep messing around with this off camera. There's something. Oh, it's a one thingy. It's a dimlet house thing. But let's see if we can find another anything. Yeah, unfortunately, the terrain generation just did not like me all that well. Nice thing is we shouldn't get any mob spawns, any hostile mobs, at least above ground, so we don't have to worry about that. But okay, let's go home before the dimension collapses and kills us or something. Anyways, so at this point, I need to just do a lot of waiting around. Probably going to expand the casting tables, or else I'm just going to AFK for like ever. I might mess around with this guy again. Maybe making some biome controllers, and I don't care about the biomes as much as like terrain. We could do a flat terrain. That could be the key. So flat village, and we also want to go ahead and do like a biome plains, just so that we can kind of guarantee as much as possible villagers. So we'll see what that does. The maintenance cost is like 23 million RF per tick. Ew. We'll see about that, but we'll see what happens with it. If I can get it running, if I can get it stable enough that it runs well, we might look into using it. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to just wait around for all the villagers to breed and whatnot, and eventually I'll get what we want, which is just a ton of vibrantium. That is one of the biggest things that we need still. For example, we're gonna need 45 blocks of this stuff. I don't know if I have any in here. I have 8. So what is that? We're gonna need what, like 37 blocks of it. So if we look at vibrantium, 37 blocks of this. We're gonna need 600 villagers, almost 700 villagers. So that is kind of a pain to deal with. So I want to find a way to get just a ton of villagers as soon as possible. So that's kind of the plan. We should be able to make... Nope, we're missing 2. So that's kind of the plan, and just kind of waiting around for more vibracium and getting all the singularities that I need. It's going to take some time and whatnot, so it's just a matter of sitting around and waiting. The Gaia Spirit Ingots, compressed Gaia is also going to take a while, so if we get some Terra Steel and get a couple stacks of this, we can go ahead and make, you know, a stack of, or 16, oops, 16 of these, which is only going to be a block. So if we want the Infinity Catalyst, we're going to need a ton of this stuff. Oh, it's just the ingots. Cool. That's a lot easier. So we have 16. That is something I can deal with. So the Awakened Draconium, we have plenty of Dragon Hearts. I should be able to finish that one up. But other than that, it's the Vibrantium and the Gaia Spirit Ingots that is going to be kind of a problem. So it's going to take some time, but honestly, it should not be too bad to get those 2, especially with the trick that I talked about with the sparks. And with this guy being, well, I can set him to 15 by 15 and annihilate everything. So, yeah, that's going to be my life for a little bit. I'm going to probably AFK on here forever, getting the singularities and trying to figure out the villagers. I'll try that dimlet. I'll try some other dimlets. I'll see if I can find anything out. If I do, I'll let you guys know next episode. But that is going to be it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Didn't get much done, but we got enough, I think. The Draconic Staff of Power is really nice, and it's going to serve us well. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!